All right, so now Brian has joined us. Oh my gosh. Okay, we were just debating like what's your hair stripe gonna look like?
I mean, it kind of looks blended out, right? It doesn't get the spikiness, but it's there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. What do you think about the shape, though?
Oh, I mean, actually, your hair and my hair is kind of like the same shape, Marcus.
Yeah, yeah,
We kind of got a little cone, like a little bit of cone head action going up.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I mean, it's better than anyone else has been able to do my hair so far. So, like you'll never be able to get like a stripe in it. So, I'm like, this is cool. But the face stuff is kind of wild. I'm just like
Yeah.
still,
The faces are impressive, I think.
right?
Very, very. It's just at the edge of Uncanny Valley. Like I know what you guys look like, so I know that they look like you. Like the facial hair. Because have you ever tried to design a character like in a 2K game?
Yep.
Like you really try like as hard as you can to get it looking, and it never quite looks like you. This what did it take you? A minute? Maybe?
Yeah, basically.
I had to do a few tries.
Few scans. After a few.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
hard part too is the hair too, especially for me because it's like you had to have the perfect amount of separation between like your face and the ears because it kept like blurring to the side of my face.
Oh, that's
So,
interesting.
I feel like I can do better, but at this point I was like, we're done. We're gonna go with this. But like whatever you scan yourself in, like that's what you're wearing. So it's like my necklace is crooked. I was like, oh, I need to fix
That's right.
that.
That's so cool.
That's
So
part
it's
of you
kinda
now.
neat.
That's
Yeah.
part of your
Yeah.
persona.
I think that when I did my first scan, when you don't really know what you're doing, I think I kind of looked a little more cross-eyed because you're kind of like staring dead center at this thing. But I did a second scan and then I'm like, oh, my eyes kind of looked. I don't know how to explain it. There's sometimes a little bit when we look at each other. There's times where like I even see Marquez's one of his eyes kind of goes in a little more than that. So it's almost like it's just like off a little bit. But I don't know if that's because our original scan, like Justine, your
right.
eyes are pretty on the money. Like, but I don't know if, I'm not saying Marquez is cross-eyed, but I've seen this with other people where that initial first photo scan, how you're staring determines a little bit of the placement of the eyes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, I was struggling with that, but I know what you mean. So you kind of don't look at the camera, you look past it, like look kind of like at like whatever, like something further away because mine was also doing the weird like kind of cross-eyed thing. I was like, oh man, we got to figure this out.
Right. Okay, I guess I have to try it then. If I actually cross my eyes, does this look?
It's like a tiny.
Are you crossing them now?
Yeah.
Okay, no, they're not crossing.
Oh man. Okay, that's too bad.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard to explain. It's just a tiny bit, but I mean, the mouth, I don't know. You guys, like you said, we know what each other looks like in real life. And this is like, I mean, I feel like this is like a 9 out of 10, like of how we actually look.
It's pretty good. And also like skin tones too, because all three of us
Yeah.
have very different complexions too. And I feel like I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm the most impressed by? The audio right now. Like our mics are attached to our heads right now. They sound really good and they're like positioned based on, I'm like pointing like you can see my hands, but they're like positioned based on where you are in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The spatial audio is crazy, right?
Good.
Like the first time I saw this, I was kind of freaked out. But like what are you doing? What are you? Are you moving around?
I moved you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I moved you on purpose so I could hear you spatially move in the room based on where I was putting
But
you.
yeah.
then when you move me, you're moving. Okay, now
I know,
you're
but
moving.
it's still cool.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're over
Like-
here now.
Exactly. Like I could
This
put you
is-
behind me in the room. I'm gonna put you. I mean, it's weird for you to see, but talk real
Whoa.
quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
hi.
You
So, oh my
sound
gosh.
exactly behind
Oh my
me.
gosh, your neck is
Yep.
like broken.
I'm behind you.
Okay,
Oh my god.
sorry.
Now you're a shadow.
I'm back, y'all.
Wow.
But the spatial audio is insane. It's really nice.
It's so
Would
impressive.
you do this like in a normal set? Like, would you jump on a meeting in this? You think?
If they made me have a camera and I didn't want to have a camera, yeah, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, I think one time Crystal told me, she's like, hey, I don't get made up all the time for these early morning meetings, but I want to look like presentable. Like she said, oh, I would do it for them. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Sometimes we just throw on a hat if we don't really want to, or we don't even turn on our cameras. But, I think it's somewhere in between. I would use it once in a while, not all the time, but I would give it a shot.
Honestly, the more that we talk, the more I'm getting used to it, and like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel weird anymore,
Yeah.
which is
It's
also
got-
kind of strange.
I totally
It's gotten okay. So this is a really weird analogy, but like we have a casket in the studio, and like we first got it, and it was like, oh my god, there's a coffin in the middle of the studio. This is insane. Like, why? Every time someone sees it, they're like, this is weird. Why is this here? But it's been there for so many months now that we just walk right past it like it's normal. every single time I get on a FaceTime call with this, it's the same reaction of, whoa, like this is weird.
Yeah.
And I realize I've gotten used to it. And I think after a while, everyone using this is just going to get used to it after you get over the initial, holy crap, look at this thing.
So something that just kind of was so shocking for me right now is I just put you guys into an environment and it completely changed the sound.
Yes.
So when I go out of my environment,
The spatial,
it sounds like you're in my room.
Yes,
But then
yes.
it switches to now you're in Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
I'm
muffles it.
I'm in Mount Hood right now. Yeah, it's like the deadness of no reflections of the wall. Like,
And like I can kind of hear like an echo of your voice like bouncing off the rocks. This is so weird.
yeah, it's
Whoa.
wild.
Jeez. Man.
It's a lot of like that whole immersion stuff. The immersion stuff is so crazy. Like how good it is.
When it's like the attention to detail too, like I know we all make fun of Apple, like, oh, when Apple does something, like then it's gonna be a thing. But man, they really made this super impressive.
I did not realize that when you just said like the audio changed and I tried it, I didn't realize how much it made it feel like you guys were in the room with me until it changed. And now it's like, I did Mount Hood also. And it's like, now we're out in the wilderness and it sounds like that. That's crazy.
It's so shocking. I mean, so what do you guys think of it so far?
I mean, it's from just a tech standpoint, it's freaking incredible.
Yeah.
Just from a technology standpoint, my goodness.
Yeah, it is something serious. I am impressed constantly, and I also I want more. I want it to do more things.
Yeah.
I mean, this is day 0 negative right now. So we've got many, many awesome things to come. I feel like it's going to be just so cool when everyone actually sees how incredible it is. And it's so hard to even explain. And like even us trying to make this video, like how do we even show what we're seeing? Because it's so
There's
cool.
so much. Hold on, we haven't really done it as much. Let's all hold our hands out and do different things because this tracks your hands as well. Like it sees our hands. Like if we're too close, it won't show them. But if you hold them out decently, like I can see your hand. Yeah, there you go.
Can you see my
I can
hand
see
heart?
your right now. Oh, wait, center it up a little. I think you pushed me off to the side a little so we see a little. Can you center our window a little? Because I think we're a little off to your side.
Here?
There you go. Okay, hand heart. Can you see, Marquez, can you see this, the 2 fingers?
I see, both of you. I see both of them. That's pretty good.
So maybe because you're off to the side. So yeah, that's interesting. Like the placement.
Oh, wait. That's
where you guys
okay,
are.
good test. So wait, Justine, do you see this?
Yes.
And
I
Brian,
don't see that. I don't see that, Marquez.
Now wait, so now Brian, do you see this?
Now I can see that, Marquez. Yeah.
That's crazy. I just literally
like
pointed it.
Okay, like here. You see it right now, Marquez? Now here, just so you can see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, Brian,
Yeah.
do you see this?
Now I do better.
Okay,
yes.
Marquez,
yes,
do
now
you
I
see
do.
this?
Now it's at me.
Yeah.
This is wild.
That's sick. Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Like this just makes my brain hurt from like the overstimulation and just every time my mind is like blown with something cool that I've discovered every single time I put it on.
Yeah.
I think
gotta ask you-
officially,
Go ahead,
I
Marcus.
think I was just gonna say I think now that we're realizing all these subtle things that they've done with spatial audio and like the angles and things like that, I think the most impressive Vision Pro app is FaceTime for me so far because that's a lot.
Wow.
I'm curious for you all. How long can you keep the headset on before you're like, I really need to take this off? You know, just it's gonna be different for all of us, but where do you think you're at with that?
I'm at about 45 minutes, but
Yeah,
something that I've kind of realized is, you know, when you start running or doing like a new activity, it's like you have to get used to it. It feels like an exercise. Like my eyes have to get used to deliberately looking at something. And it's a weird feeling. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, solo band, probably 35, 40 minutes for me. When I get the dual loop band, maybe 50 minutes, but I don't think I want to do this for, like, I want to watch some of the crazy videos and movies I want to watch for a long time, but it's a lot on the cheeks.
Yeah. I'm exactly the same thing with just like where you guys are with time. Like, and what you were saying, Justine, is the overstimulation. Like this is, I can tell it's making us use our brains in different ways, right? Like I feel a little more fatigued, like just almost like mentally after using it for a while because our eyes are shooting everywhere. We're just like constantly looking here, looking there, doing this, doing that, and absorbing all in. I think it's going to change our brains a little bit, quite honestly, of how we like use these devices.
the precision of like the eye tracking is so wild. It's like you look at something and then it takes me into the real world, and I keep looking at things and just wanting to like pinch them and bring them towards me, and I can't, and it's so upsetting.
Oh, I did something weird the other day for the first time. I don't know if you've done this yet. I was at my desk. I had my Mac on in the middle, and it was mirrored in the virtual display. I had a window up to the right, which was Safari, and a window up to the left, which was the App Store. I took the headset off. I went and did a bunch of things. I came back to my desk, and before I put the headset on, I went and looked for the window that used to be up against the wall, and it wasn't there. That happened to me, and I felt myself cringe inside, but I was like, that was fast.
Oh
Right?
man,
That was fast.
that even happened when I put my headset on, and then I had like all my text messages and emails, and then I was shooting with Armando, and I go, "You can't see those, right?" He goes, "No, I can't see them." I was like, "Okay, just asking because it looks so real that I feel like you should be able to see everything right now."
Have you guys tried this thing where we're talking right now in this room and walk as far away as you can from here, and the sound like, they also change the sound based on your distance to proximity of each other.
Really?
So like
God,
if I
yeah.
stand up and I'm gonna go walk like down like in a further corner like of my house, like just further away, you guys get quieter but you fade into like the background. Just keep
Yeah.
talking.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
we're
sounds
talking.
different.
There he goes. There he goes.
So now
Brian's
I mean I can
further
tell you
away.
guys are softer.
Yeah,
You guys
I
are
mean,
softer and you're
We
behind
sound
me.
fine. Well, what's also
Yeah.
cool, so
But
I
I'm
did
coming
this
back.
with my sister. Is I brought her with me, so I pinched her. Right. Well, okay, wait, hold on. I'm tethered in here, so I picked her up, and well, I'm picking both of you guys up, and I'm walking with you now.
Yeah.
Like I'm walking with you. Like you guys are walking around. This is
It just
so-
opens up a whole new world of like,
It's so wild.
dare I say, spatial computing? That sounds too easy, but it's kind of what's happening.
When this
I
gets
mean-
smaller, kind of like the Meta Ray-Bans or something, and it's going to be game changing. Like this is already
even
changing it.
If they
but
can cut half the weight of this, I think a lot more people are going to use it just in general. Just that alone, right?
do you guys
do
still know
you-
I'm walking around?
Yeah, we're
can
on
tell
like
'cause you're
the
kind of
side
off,
of
yeah,
you.
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys back.
I can see you like putting us somewhere.
Okay, here we go. You're back on
Yeah.
the wall.
Do you think your eyes look good on the outside?
They look interesting. I had my wife get her reactions of eyesight.
Yeah.
She thought it was kind of trippy at first, but she said she started getting, like what we said earlier, she started kind of getting a little more used to it.
They look a little too big. I think that they need to be smaller. It's like the eyes are like they need to be just smaller, I guess, on the display.
They look too far apart, I think.
Yeah, that too. And even like I think I feel like they're a little far apart, but also like a little lower set. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't seem like they're where your actual eyes are yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a software thing too. But also,
I
I've been
forgot.
kind of wearing my headset up a little bit higher so that it's like resting more on my forehead instead of my cheeks. Because I look like one of those little hamsters now that is just like hoarding food for winter because it pushes on your cheeks so much.
Yeah. I feel you.
Oh man, yeah, this is great though. This is so weird. Like I've actually kind of forgot that you guys are not real right now.
It's a trip. It's a total trip.
So weird. Cool.
All right.
Okay, well, I guess we have to get to our reviews, huh?
Yeah, I still have a lot to shoot.
I got a lot to do. Yeah.
Me too. A lot. All right.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. This was cool.
This is dope. Thumbs. I saw more of
There
one
it
of his
is.
thumbs. Here, can I do?
Yeah.
If I spread my arms out, I can get one thumb to each of you.
There.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
How many total
Yeah.
personas can you get in a call? Do we know? Is it like
We
a
don't know that.
FaceTime?
I bet it's a bunch just like FaceTime everywhere. Yeah.
Well, I think we all have a task for once everyone gets these.
I mean, there's got to be some massive one that's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm in. All
Me
right.
too. All right, guys.
All right.
This is
See
awesome.
y'all.
Thank you. Thank you,
right.
Jenna, in the middle for recording.
Yes.
Thanks, Jenna.
Bye.
Later, Jenna. Okay. Okay. Bye,
See
y'all.
ya.
Bye.